All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back again with another live. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. You guys, I have an interesting topic today I did want to share with you all. I thought it could be helpful and insightful to those that could be dealing with this type of narcissist and or for those that could be dealing with this type of abuse in a different way to know in which the narcissist can abuse their victims. So now and we can definitely make a different type of another type of video where we kind of discuss the five type of narcissism. This I actually got this inspiration because I was posting in my groups and things like that. And actually, hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Give me one moment. I don't know who's all going to be in the room. Let me see. Charles. Okay, so yes, you guys. So this topic is going to be very interesting. This is going to help out the victims and the survivors of the abuse, whether you're in it now, or maybe you've been in it in the past, or maybe you know somebody dealing with this type of abuse. If they're around a narcissist, whether they live with one or they're in a certain environment and they are around the narcissist, this is something to be mindful of. Now, if this is you guys' first time watching me, my name is Joy and I am a narcissist abuse coach. I've been dealing with narcissists since 2006. And since 2017, I have been helping former victims, now survivors, heal, move on, and recover after dealing with narcissistic abuse. So, you guys, this is a good one because, maybe you could be dealing with this type of narcissist. So, there's 5 different types of narcissism. Now, I know me personally, I've dealt a lot with covert narcissists. I have dealt with a malignant narc previously. Now, we can just kind of get into that just to reiterate. So, a covert narc, if you're like, hey, Joy, what's a covert narc? So, a covert narc is also known as vulnerable narcissism and closet narcissism. These folks have qualities of low self-esteem, anxiousness, inversion, play victim, defensiveness, and avoidance. So this is a covert narc. So I've actually dealt with 2 covert narcs before. So my aunt that was a narc and the male narc. Now, there is I could say I've definitely dealt with a malignant one as well. So there's a malignant type of narcissist. It says this is a subset of overt narcissism. They have a strong need for praise and to be elevated above others. But in addition, they are vindictive, sadistic, get enjoyment from pain of others, and have paranoia around and potential threats. And by the way, some narcissists can have different types of personalities where they have a mixture of covert, a mixture of overt, and things like that. Now, overt, it says also known as grandiose narcissism and agenic narcissism. These folks have qualities of being outgoing, arrogant, overbearing, and competitive. Now, all narcissists are competitive, but the malignant and overt ones are the ones that really kind of are the ones that kind of go forward when it comes to being competitive. The malignant is like sadistic and vindictive. They try to like get revenge and stuff like that. Now, the antagonistic narcissist. So this type of subtle type of overt narcissism, with this aspect of narcissism, the focus is on rivalry and competition. Qualities include less likely to forgive, arrogance, take advantage of others, and disagreeable. Okay, so that's an antagonist. So a narcissist that's an antagonist could like stalk you every day, or they may harass you, or they may try to scare you, or they may try to intimidate you, or they may try to do something like over and over and over again. And they may do that because they want to get you, like to scare you or get you to leave or get you to go away or something like that because they want something or they want someone or they need money or something like that. So that's an antagonist narcissist. I know me myself. There was an individual that did this to me, an individual that did a similar behavior to me every single day for months. This individual also had someone else doing this to me also, in an environment. And at first, I didn't really know what it was because, I didn't know this individual, and I still really don't know this person at all, to be honest. But, um, you know, uh, so I guess the person feels that I've done something to them, which I don't know because, like I said, I don't know that individual. But so I actually did have a interaction with, I do believe, could have been a mixture between an antagonist and a malignant narc, um, and things like that. And so, with again, this individual, like I said, they'll stalk you, they'll harass you, they'll try to strong arm you, and then they'll also, like I said, they'll use spell work, they'll do with rituals, and they'll try to manipulate a situation to get a certain outcome. Because a lot of times they're miserable individuals, and they want to make you feel how they feel. And like I said, they're very delusional, so they'll try to keep doing something over and over and over again, expecting a different result. So that should kind of tell you something. So just be aware of that. Now the antagonistic narcissist. Is really a coward at heart. Like, they're truly a coward. You know, and they're very childish. They're very childish. And really, they're not an adult per se. They have an adult body, but they're actually a child, basically. So you want to keep that in mind. But let's talk a little bit more about an individual that is an antagonist narcissist. But yeah, I did actually have somebody that did this to me for months, and actually still does it. And so that's something to keep in mind. You have to be aware of these type of individuals. But I would say it started earlier this year, February, March, April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So going on 7 months now. I had an individual that did this to me, and actually had several, like another two other people. So they tried to. It was a group thing that happened. I guess the person paid somebody to do it, or they bribed somebody, or whatever, gossip and stuff like that. So that did happen to me, and it could happen to you too. So just understand that you can overcome it, and it's not your fault. Like, you haven't done anything a lot of the times. The narcissist does things out of just plain evilness. They're wicked, they're nasty, they're cruel, and they'll do stuff to you, just to hurt you, and they'll blame you for stuff that has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something to be aware of. But let's talk a little bit more about an antagonistic narcissist here. So let's see. Okay. So an antagonistic narcissist. So let's see. All right. So let's talk about it here. So an antagonistic narcissist, you guys can go to google.com, is someone with a type of narcissistic personality that's characteristic by a focus on competition, winning, and being better than others. They may have a them versus me attitude and be argumentative or over talkative. Other traits of antagonistic narcissists include belittling others, making others feel small, being hostile, exploiting others, devaluing others, getting aggressive if their ego is threatened, constantly criticizing others, making excessive demands for attention and compliance. Sorry about that, you guys. Feeling entitled to special treatment, and physical, threatening, or violent. And then the other thing too is that they can do something in access because they feel like it's going to get them a certain result, and maybe they feel like they may think that you're dumb or you're stupid or you don't see like what's going on. But the good thing is that's why you have to really be careful. You have to use your intuition when it comes to dealing, whether it's a spiritual narcissist or it's an antagonistic narcissist, because a lot of times some of them could have different gifts, spiritual gifts. But like I said, they try to use black magic, or they try to use spells and rituals, or they may try to astral travel, in order to obtain certain stuff, or they may try to steal something, or manipulate a situation, or they may try to gossip and start rumors, or they may lie on you and stuff like that. And sometimes, because the narcissists, they have this certain reputation, they, like I said, they don't want people to see them for who they truly are. So that's why they'll lie and stuff like that, and start like a little smear campaign, because that way they want people to think, they want people to see you a certain way, but they don't want others to see them for who they truly are. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just something to be mindful of. But that's an antagonistic narcissist here. But again, an antagonistic narcissism is considered a pathological relationship style that can traumatize individuals, families, and larger social groups. In psychology, it is considered pathological, immoral, in ethics, and evil in methodology and religious context. It says if you are in a relationship with someone who has narcissistic tendencies, you can try to focus on your own well-being and behaviors. This can include setting boundaries, building a strong support system, and practicing staying calm and responding accordingly. So yeah, when you're dealing with an antagonistic narcissist, they're going to try to antagonize you, like I said, right? Or they could be trying to do stuff to get on your nerves, or they could be trying to do stuff to get you to react and stuff like that. Or they could be trying to curse you, or they also may make fake accounts on social media. They may think that you don't know, but you know it's them. Like they could be watching your Instagram stories, probably added you on Facebook and stuff like that, or whatever, and making little comments and stuff like that, or getting other people to do it. It's just like we already know it's them. Like it's cool. It's like it is what it is. Like nobody cares. So. But yeah, so again, an antagonistic narcissist displays the usual signs of narcissism: entitlement, grandiosity, self-absorption, and a lack of empathy, all too extreme, but also has an extreme hostile and unforgiving nature. They are quick to anger and quick to take offense. They hold grudges and enjoy making people suffer. So they don't forgive you if they feel like you've done something to them, which a lot of times you have not. Sorry about that, you guys. A lot of times you have not, and they'll blame you for stuff. They'll use you as a scapegoat for things that you have not done. They're very unfair. They will mistreat you for something that like I said, you have not done, and that's just how it is. So yeah, and what is an example of an antagonistic narcissist? So, excuse me, sorry about that, you guys. So that's my alarm going off. Okay. So finally, an antagonistic narcissist focuses on competition and wanting to be better than others. An antagonistic narcissist may constantly be belittling others and making others feel small. They may also feel very hostile and always want to find something to argue about. So yeah, these people always want to argue. They always want to start some mess. They always want to be, starting drama and, just getting like causing chaos. And it's just like that's how they live. They don't want things to be cool. They don't want things to be peaceful. They want to get you loud. They want to get you to react, because eventually they're trying to get you to leave, or they want to get you to quit, or they want to get you to give up. And it's just like, so, and they're always competing with you. Even if you don't even pay attention to the narcissist, you're not competing with them. You don't even, like I said, you don't know this person. You don't know who they are. And they are trying to compete with you. Or like I said, they may be trying to scare you. They may be trying to do little stuff like stalk you, or wait in a certain spot, like at a certain environment. They may be trying to like scare you or whatever, or like go be at a certain place and do something every single day in hopes that, eventually you'll like take notice, or eventually you'll be like, oh, I'll stop coming because this person is going to get me. It's just like, no, like it's cool. That's what they could be doing. Or like I said, they could have had somebody else do this to you constantly, like every day, or they're like constantly watching you, or they're constantly checking up on you. And it's just like, but they never say anything to you. So it's just like, what do you need something? Do you want something? Like, what's up? Like, Like you just sometimes you just may not understand, but the whole point is it's not for you to understand. It's like whatever the narcissist is doing, like just don't even engage. It's like it's not worth it at the end of the day. Like it's but sometimes when you're in those certain type of environments, you just like I said, you have to protect yourself. And you have to have God with you, because if you don't have God with you, then you can allow yourself to get sucked into whatever the narcissist is trying to do, whether, like I said, they're trying to get you to leave or try to get you to give up or try to take something from you, or they trying to become you or be you or whatever. It's just like you be yourself, I'll be me, like I'm not trying to be you or whatever. So it's cool, like what I'm saying. And don't seek out revenge, whatever. If the narcissist is trying to start mess and trying to start drama and trying to scare you or try to strong arm you and stuff like that, it's just like it's cool. Like you don't have to, whatever they're doing, don't do it back, because like I said, you don't want to deal with their negative back karma. Like that's on them. Like I said, you don't, whatever they do, you do the opposite. Like don't even engage with them. You don't want to live like that. So, yeah. So let's see. And yeah, just be cool, be calm. Like don't even trip. Like it is what it is, It says, why do narcissists antagonize? So why does this narcissist do this? So it says the strategy of an assertive self-enhancement can also be referred to as an agentic extraversion. It says, second, narcissists use rivalry to manage any threats to the self via devaluing others, aggression, and striving for supremacy. And it says this antagonistic self-protection is also known as narcissistic antagonism. So what's crazy though, and I've actually had a malignant narcissist. I've been around a malignant narcissist before. It's actually an individual that I used to, I was involved with. His mother was a malignant narcissist actually. And she was very sadistic for sure. Definitely. And she tried to come off like, oh, she's super sweet, but yeah. But yeah, malignant, it says, what is the scariest type of narcissist? It says malignant narcissism is considered by many to be the most severe type. It says that's why it helps to recognize when you have someone with this condition in your life and what to expect from interactions with them. This knowledge can also provide insight on how to deal with them in the healthiest way possible. So yeah, so just be mindful. Yeah. Yep. So it's something to be careful. So I hope that made sense for those of you that could be dealing with an antagonistic narcissist. Let's see. And like I said, if the narcissist feels like, they didn't get something from you, or they feel like they failed or they didn't accomplish what they was trying to do, like scare you away or get you to quit or get you to leave, then like I said, they'll have tantrums, they'll lash out, and they'll like leave little like trolling comments on your social media, and they think like you don't know it's them, and it's just like you already know. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. But yeah, this is an antagonistic narcissist. So if you're dealing with this individual, just keep that in mind. Sorry about that. My nose is like really itchy, you guys. Sorry. But yeah, just be aware. Just be aware. You want to stay clear of these individuals. Stay clear. Yeah. It says antagonistic narcissists are characteristic by their manipulative and aggressive behavior. They often use others to get what they want, and they have no problem exploiting people for their own gain. They are also highly competitive and always need to be the center of attention. So that's also how you can recognize an antagonistic narcissist. Sorry about that. It says how to deal with an antagonistic narcissist. It says don't give them the satisfaction become emotionless as gray rock. Don't argue and don't explain. They may use your argument or explanations to gaslight or to bait you into further outbursts. Disengage where possible. If not, respond in a neutral fashion until they get bored. Yeah, narcissists usually, they want you to like react. They want you to engage and stuff like that. It's like, just don't even do it. Like, just let them go to another host. Like, you know, they're gonna want to have like somebody that is gonna react to their games. They, like I said, they're gonna get bored and because they need the drama, right? So, you know, so just don't engage. You know. Let me see here. Okay, so you guys, let's kind of move on to the next topic. I don't want to drag that on for too long. So let's talk about abuse. How a narcissist does abuse by proxy. So for those of you, again, maybe you dealing with a narcissist, or maybe you've dealt with them in the past, and you may want to know like how they can abuse you, maybe through other people, or abuse you in other ways, maybe if they're not around you per se. Maybe they could still be in your energy, or they still could be trying to cling on to you, or, you know, use you in some way, or whatever the case may be. So I actually screenshotted this. It says, so what a narcissist will do is they will begin a smear campaign. So you guys know that I've talked about this on previous videos, right? So what they'll try to do is they'll try to tarnish your image, because the narcissist, even so what the narcissist, they end up doing, even though they try to like tarnish your image, they may try to frame you or try to get people to look at you in a certain way because they're gossiping about you every single day, or they're doing spell work, or they're doing like rituals and stuff, or they're trying to curse you, and they do it every single day. They're doing it in access. And so I guess whoever they're doing this to, you know, they're like, oh, you know, people are going to look at them a certain way, but in actuality, sorry about that, you guys. But in actuality, you know, they're kind of exposing themselves, because it's just like, who does that every single day? Like, just talk about the same person, the same situation. It's just like normal people let stuff go. Like, why hold on to something that is outside of your control? It's like, that's not normal. Like, that's how you know the individual is a narc. Like, they just won't let something go. It's like, just let it go. It's not that serious. Like, you know. But it says tarnishes your image by turning people against you with an intention to destroy your social support. Yeah. So they're what they're trying to do is they try to isolate you. They'll try to get people to like talk about you, or get people to follow you around too, or they'll get people to spy on you, or, you know, they may, sorry about that, my nose. You know, and because the narcissist is so jealous and envious of you, they want other people to feel the same, right? So that's why they try to get a group of people to do how they think and feel. They want other people to do the same. So, you know, that's one way the narcissist will do it. Then again, they'll raise supporters. They'll try to bribe people, or, you know, they'll play the victim, or they'll try to use a sympathy card, or they'll make it seem like, oh, this person did this to me, or this person broke up this situation and now we're no longer together, or they could say, oh, this person is a home wrecker, or, oh, you know, whatever, this person took this individual away from me. And it's like, no, that was not the case. So, you know, they'll lie. They'll say and do anything to get a certain outcome. And it's just like, that's not how it works. That's not how God works. And, you know how to handle situations. Like, you have to be an adult. You can't be a child. You have to grow up. It's not high school, you know. So you need to grow up, and you have to take accountability for your actions. So that's just what it is. Now, it says manipulates people to take their side and believe fabricated stories that have no ground in reality. Yeah, they'll definitely manipulate a situation. And like I said, they'll do something in access every day, hoping to get a certain result. And it's just like, nah, like you don't engage. Like I said, a situation with a narcissist, especially like if you don't live with them and you don't know this person, it's just like, just let it go. Like, it's definitely not worth the time. You know, you don't want to get involved in that type of drama. Like, you don't need that, right? But yeah, and then also what they'll do, how they'll abuse you by proxy, is they'll send flying monkeys. So like I said, whoever they've been pillow talking to, or whoever they've been smearing you to, or gossiping and stuff like that, they'll try since they're doing it every day, they're trying to brainwash the people that's around them to get them to look at you a certain way. So the hate that the narcissist has for you, they want other people to feel that type of hate. And it's just like, No, it's not like that. It's just the narcissist has their own hate because they've made their own decisions. They're miserable. And so they want other people to be like how they are. And it's just like, go ahead and take that hate somewhere else. Like, that's, go ahead. Like, nobody really cares. Like, so nobody's trying to hate. Like, that's not cool to be a hater. So it says chooses some of the most obedient and compliant side takers to abuse and the victim on narcissist's behalf. So again, yeah, they'll stalk, threaten, and harass are some examples. So they'll send some flying monkeys to stalk you. They'll send some flying monkeys to threaten and harass you and stuff like that. And the narcissist will do that themselves. Or sometimes what the narcissist do, I actually had this happen where an individual, not only did they stalk me and harass me every day for months, but they actually had somebody else do it at the same time. And they was actually doing it. Both of them were doing it to me at the same time, consistently and persistently. And I'm just proud of myself that I just did not allow that to affect me. I know who I am. I know who my protector is, and I know that God was keeping me safe. And I'm just glad that I didn't allow myself to, go down to the narcissist level, because that's what the narcissist wants you to do. They want you to stoop down to their level. They want you to be petty. They want you to, argue with them and fuss and fight. It's just like, no, it's cool. It's not that serious. It's definitely not that serious, and it's not worth it at all. So, but yeah, you can have the narcissist do that to you. Also had a male narc that did this to me as well. He would stalk me on social media. He stalked me. He had flying monkeys coming after me also. That went on for months too, because I remember I went no contact with him back in 2014. And so initially I went no contact with him in March of 2014, but this was before I knew he was a narc. I didn't fully get what I was dealing with, but I think in May I kind of made the decision. I was like, oh, okay, I see that he's an enemy. He's not like, he doesn't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so then I want to say from May, June, July, August, September, October, for like 5 months, he did the same. He would like it. This wasn't in person. Like, I actually had an experience where someone did this to me in person, but then with the male narc, because we lived at a distance, so he did it online. So he would call my phone from like random numbers. He had his flying monkeys come after me, and I knew he was watching me as well, just like I know the antagonistic narcissist is watching right now, and probably has other people watching. Yeah, and so, but yeah, no, he definitely did do that. Even to this day, also, I think it was back in 2021, the Melnark, who I had not been in contact for years, actually, this individual, I noticed that he looked on my LinkedIn page. It had been years, and that's how you know the narcissist always is watching you. They never want to let you go. They always want to have some sort of connection. They want to know, like, if you're missing them, or if they can hurt you some more, if you're still attached, or if they can get you back into that cycle of abuse and stuff like that. And so, but yeah, no, he had did that. He definitely, it was more so cyber stalking, right? It was a cyber stalking, cyber harassment, that kind of thing. Also, I think I shared with you guys, this actually was in my book called sorry about that, Your Pain Will Make You Successful. And by the way, if you have not gotten my books, any of my books, Reclaim Your Life Back, Your Pain Will Make You Successful, and I Feel Misunderstood, my children's book, make sure that you guys do get all three of my books. It definitely can be helpful on your journey to healing and recovery, and things like that. But yeah, and so there was another individual, actually, maybe like three of them. This was all online too, though, by the way. But every single day, this individual would send me a message, and I don't know, it turned weird, especially like, I think it all happened when I had was telling the individual some plans that I had, right? So that's why you always have to be careful who you tell your plans to, because again, not everybody is your friend. Some people are just wanting to get information out of you so they can use it against you at a later time. but also because they could be trying to sabotage you too. You have some narcissists that like to sabotage your plans. They like to sabotage your relationships and sabotage things. So it's like, don't give them any information. Don't tell them what you're doing, your next move. Like, no, you're not giving them any ammunition or anything, right? But yeah, and this is what's before I didn't know that this individual had the tendency of, having narcissistic tendency. But anyway, long story short, um, he got controlling, and he got possessive. And I guess this individual kind of had started liking me or whatever. And, at the end of the day, it was what it was. It was like, it's not that serious. We even did sessions. We had coaching sessions and everything. He enjoyed my services, everything like that. And it just kind of turned left out of nowhere. And yeah, this individual, I never thought I would see him do certain stuff that he did, and he did. But it happened. But I ended up blocking the individual, and I haven't heard from him since. I think I had done this. This was back in 2022. I think after I finished writing my first book, I don't know, he just kind of went crazy after I wrote my book, and I'm just like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it's just a book. Like, it wasn't, So some people, they don't like you, or they don't like when you do good, or whatever the case may be. And it's just like, it's not your fault. You're just doing what God told you to do. Like, and some people, they don't understand your journey. So, and that's okay, And then also, you got to be careful. Some people will try to distract you. Some people will try to like get you off your path, or they'll try to destiny swap, like how the antagonistic narcissist will try to do, because they don't have nothing to lose. That's why they do what they do. If they think about it, like, if they had something to lose, they wouldn't be doing what they do, because they would be like, oh, I'd be accountable. But since they don't have anything to lose, look at what they do. So it's like, no, you don't engage. It's cool. Like, just let them keep doing what they're doing. You do what you got to do. They're doing what I guess they feel like they have to do, and you got to do what you got to do. So it is what it is, right? So, but yeah, they will definitely send their flying monkeys. They'll send their flying monkeys. And and then too, though, what the male narc did back in 2014, how I knew he was watching me and stalking, was because I guess he had saw when I had went on a business trip back in 2014. I ended up traveling, and when I had got back, there was somebody that called my phone, and they had asked for the male narc. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, why would they ask for the male narc? We're not together. Like, we don't talk anymore and stuff like that. But the thing is that the narcissist, I think he was on the line too. He was on the phone. But they just do that because they're sick. They're sick individuals. They want a reaction. They want, to hear you in pain. They want to kill your dreams. They want to kill your spirit, So that's just what it is. They'll get third parties to reach out to you. They'll get your friends to reach out to you. They'll try to manipulate your friends into like coercing you to do certain stuff, to manipulate you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You got to be careful. Another way how the narcissist will abuse you by proxy is because they'll re-victimize the victim. So again, like, if the narcissist has already been trying to victimize you, or they've been harassing you, antagonizing you, or trying to get on your nerves, or trying to scare you, or trying to strong arm you, or they're trying to force you to do certain stuff, or they're trying to coerce you into doing certain things, that's them re-victimizing you. So they want to keep you as a victim. Like, they don't want you to speak up. They don't want you to speak out. They want to silence you, right? They want to keep you like, shh, don't say nothing, right? They don't want you to speak up. They don't want you to expose them for who they are, because, then people are going to know who like, what's up, what they do behind the scenes, right? They don't want nobody to know that. They want people to think like, oh, I'm so sweet. I'm so nice. Like, I would never do that. What? Look, how can I do that? How can I do that when I'm always sitting at my desk? How can I do that? How is that possible? But trust me, they will do that. They'll do it behind the scenes, though. They're very sneaky, right? They're very sneaker. Like I said, they'll have somebody else do it. Right? So it's crazy. It is truly crazy. So, but yeah, so the re-victimize the victim. So victim is re-traumatized and retargeted via others, goes through the cycle of abuse once again, however, in the physical absence, but indirect presence of the narcissist. So the narcissist wants to keep this abuse going, but it's your job as the victim and the survivor. You have to say, no, I'm cool. Like, don't engage. Don't give the narcissist that satisfaction. Don't react. And they may be mad. They're gonna be upset. It's just like, it's cool. Like, go find somebody else. Go find another victim, because you're not gonna get what you're looking for over here. So it is what it is. So anyway, you guys, I hope that this video was helpful and insightful. I would love to know what was you guys' biggest takeaway, what you learned, and all that good stuff. And but yeah, like I said, be sure to reach out to me if you guys want to learn more about how I can support you. And also another quick topic though, you guys, and maybe I'll do this for another video, is be mindful of when you are going into relationships or even friendships that you are not going in to fix somebody. Now, I understand, like, we all have things to work on. We all have things to improve on and things that we want to develop and, get better with and things like that. But just make sure that you're not trying to change the person or get them to be a certain way and how you want them to be, because that means that you don't really like that person at the end of the day, right? Just like, for instance, like if you're dealing with a narcissist, you're like, you know what? I know this person is a narcissist, but I'm going to try to get them to not be a narcissist. I'm going to get them to be a good human being. I'm going to get them to be caring. I'm going to get them to love me. It's like, you can't do that. You either got to say, I'm going to be with a narc, or I'm not going to be with a narc, or whoever it is that you're connecting with. Just, try to accept them for who they are. And if you can't accept them for who they are, that means that you don't really like them, right? So, that's just something to be aware of. But yeah, no, I'm going to make a video about that. But just be careful of the narcissist, though, the antagonistic narcissist. You have to be mindful of these individuals. Yeah, so be aware. But anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. If there's any way that I can support you, please feel free. You can go ahead and visit my website. You can go to livenarcfree.com, or you can send me an email at livenarcfree9@gmail.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.